Jay, a draw and a point here at Wesley Park. What's your take on it?
Yeah, no, obviously really happy that we got a point. We knew it was going to be a difficult game, and it was just that. Bristol posed so many problems through their build, through their progression, their rotations between the lines. So we always knew it was going to be difficult. We always knew we had to start it quick, and I felt we did in that first 5-6 minutes, and we were able to get pressure on the back line, and we were able to create chances. Barks has had one. M. Jones has had a header too, so we felt that we were in the ascendancy, and then one moment where they're able to get a 2v1 on the back post, we switch off and we get punished. And at this level, you get taught lessons and they punish you in those moments. So it was great to see the resilience, the character, obviously to go and get the goal back and then to see the game out in the way we did.
Obviously another point on the board. How impressed were you with the performance?
Yeah, I was really impressed with the performance today. That won't take anything away from obviously how good a team Bristol are. We've had moments where HP's clawed a couple off the line. Annie Rolfe with a fantastic block off the line, likewise Reaver. We had to defend for our lives today, and especially in them last 15 minutes. And we had to find extra energy and belief within ourselves to keep the scoreline at 1-1. However, when the game did get stretched, there were some good passages of play from both teams. We've obviously had a moment. M. Jones from outside the box. She's pulled off a great save to keep that one out. So yeah, it was a really entertaining game. It was a game that we had to get control of towards the dying embers to ensure that we were to come away with something, because we're now at the stage of the season when we need to be adding points to the table. So really happy that we've done that today.
What was your message to the team at half time?
Message was to obviously keep the belief. It was great character to come back from being 1-0 down and a real good high press and turn them over for the goal. And I felt when we were able to get pressure on the back line, the way we pressed it worked. We forced them into turnovers. So to keep doing that, we obviously weren't able to throughout the whole of the half. So we've had to make changes and go into a bit more of a deeper block and see the game out. But I think the message was to try and use the longer ball through the build-up phase. And can we get the switches across? Because I felt Meg was in acres of space on that right-hand side. And if we could have utilised the switch, we nearly did it with M. Jones, and she's hit the last defender. Then we can get her free in the moment. So yeah, there's some real positives. Just wanted to tweak a couple of things in the second half. The character, the quality, the intensity that the players came out was really impressive, and overall we're obviously happy that we got the point.
And you spoke about it a little bit, but for the goal, bit of press and then Barks has capitalised on it. What's your kind of thoughts on that?
Yeah, and we know what team we want to be and what team we need to be, and we know that we have to be aggressive, especially here at home, and no matter what team we come up against. The successes that we've had in previous games, minus the Durham game, have come from our press, come from our aggression. Fullbacks knowing they can jump and step, centre halves going in with players, and we did that really well today. And like you said, we forced an error, won it in the middle of the pitch, but the difference then is not only winning the ball, it's about converting it into a goal. So we're able to do that today, which was really impressive. And then, like I said, towards the back end, the way we've shown a little bit of character, resilience to sit in a block. It's not been something that we've been accustomed to this season. Not something that's been one of our strengths, is sitting off a team, and especially a team like Bristol who move the ball so crisply. They move it with speed, their rotations, the combinations between the lines, and yeah, we had to ride a little bit of luck towards the end, but I felt we earned it with the character that we showed.
It got a bit tense there at the end, but I thought the crowd helped pull the team through.
They definitely did. I think crowd was brilliant today from both sets, to be fair. Bristol obviously brought a lot down. They made some noise. We responded too. So I think, yeah, there was real good energy. You could feel how big this game was for us. And obviously with the other games being played at the same time, we had to focus solely on this game. And that was always going to be difficult. It was always going to be a distraction. But the way the fans got behind us and they fed the energy to the players, and the players responded with a big shift today. It was a big shift from goalkeeper all the way through, the way that we fought for first ball, second balls, and a number of players obviously cramping up towards the end. So they gave everything. That's all we can ask for, and I'm really happy that the players' performance, they were able to get something from it, and it's a good point. But now we need to back it up with a big game next Sunday.
Yeah, and one big game to go next week at Fratton Park.
Yeah, and what a platform for that. We obviously know it's going to be a big one with Blackburn still in the mix too. So obviously they're going to come down and try and prevent a loss. So yeah, there's a lot riding on that. And like I said to the group at the end, we'll enjoy this moment because Bristol are a top team, and we're able now, I think that's one loss in 5. So that's really good kind of performance indicators from us towards the back end of the season. But these points don't mean anything if you can't back it up. So one big game left, obviously, to be at Fratton Park. It'll be nice. There's a good crowd today, and it'll be nice to get an even bigger crowd in that game. And then it's down to us then to realign the focus when the players come back in on Tuesday and make sure we're thoroughly prepared to go and get the 3 points and ultimately stay in this league, because that's what we want.